Hey, welcome to my front room. It's me, Ricky Stewart. We're here for functional conditioning yoga. Some smart mobility to get you moving better and with more knowledge about how your stuff works. By stuff, I mean your joints and your muscles, your strength, but most importantly, your weak links. Because it's so tempting, so tempting, and we're all guilty of this, that we train the things that we're already good at. We strengthen our strengths and we weaken our weak links. Because if you're good at squatting, I know I'm going to see you in the gym squatting a lot. If you're bad at overhead press, I know I'm going to see you do minimal overhead work because you're bad at it. And you don't like being bad at stuff. And that's hard. It's hard to train those things that you're not good at. Because it's humbling. It makes you feel not as good about yourself. But it works. It really, especially when we're talking about our joint health and our mobility, that it can help you to move better and stay, hopefully, for as long as you can, injury and pain free. I hope to think that I'm living testament to that because I do hard stuff. I train sporadically because I'm too busy as a PT. I'm in the gym too much, don't get much time to myself to be able to train. But when I do train, I do cool stuff. I'm doing deep squats, I'm sitting ass to grass, I'm jumping over things, I'm landing, I'm being athletic, I'm doing handstands and cartwheels and having fun without any fear of my wrists hurting or my back hurting or pulling a hamstring. I think I've got all of the prerequisites that I can make these measured decisions to do cool with the things that I think are cool and they're fun and make me want to train. And that's what we're practicing right here, right now. So get yourself onto the edge of your sofa and just shuffle around a little bit. Do a little fidget and then soften your shoulders down. Reach your head up. I've got hair in my mouth. Just let your eyes close. See if you can soften the shoulders down. Relax your jaw. Expand your rib cage. As you breathe in, you inflate. As you breathe out, you draw your belly in. Then start pulling yourself from side to side. Pull the side of your rib cage down towards your hips. Side of your rib cage down towards your hips. Keep doing this while you breathe to an offbeat. I'm just being kind of quiet just now so that I can feel this myself because it's how I teach. I feel the thing and then I explain what I feel and see if you can look for it yourself or maybe just get you to realise that there's little changes and differences in movements. Okay, then cross your arms over your chest and rotate. Squeeze a little bit further into rotation. Alright, I'm doing a yawn. It's been a long day. Okay, so you're looking for all the rotation you can get. This next exercise is one of my favourites to get you to understand how your spine works. So with knees apart, flip the rib cage up, go as far forward as you can without moving your spine. Hit this end and then unravel down and pick your chest up and sit all the way back up. Hinge forwards, unravel down, pick your chest up, sitting all the way back up. Using muscles in our back, muscles in our belly, be able to find these shapes. And last one. Marvel. Back up. Perfect. Okay, then let's look at some hip stuff then. Let's do standing and think about all the way around this stuff here. If you pick your heel up and pull your knee back, you should be able to feel your bum muscle tense. Then as you lift your shin out to the side, you feel the outside of your hip, and then it's rotation, so you point your knee up towards the ceiling and then bring it across and then back. If you hold on to the back of your pelvis, hopefully you can tell that you are not getting that out of the way. So it could look like this, look, and that's me sharing it into my standing leg. That isn't the thing. The thing is getting this rotation. The bum muscle squeezes on as you drag your knee back, out to the side, rotates up, across, back. Couple more. Perfect. Alright, then we'll try this on the other side. You pick your knee up, drag this knee back, bring it out to the side, rotate it up, across, and then back. These are called controlled articular rotations. It is for you to feel your end range, to feel the edges that you can push up against, and learn how to make this stuff work all the way as far as this stuff can go. Last two. Last one. Perfect. Alright, then let's go for from the floor up, looking at our ankles. So, can you set this ankle in place and pull your knee forwards and push back? So I'm kind of balancing on this left foot, but happy to move things around, getting this knee forwards, knee back, knee forwards, knee back. Get a little stretch on the Achilles as I get that knee forwards. That's it. And this footprint stays quality. Keep making this ankle do stuff. And then, let's see if you can do side to side ankle. Can you collapse your instep, pick it back up? Collapse your instep and then pick it back up. That's it. You should be able to see sideways movement of the foot, the rotational movement of the hip. Keep feeling that. That's it. Last couple. Perfect. Alright, let's try that on the other foot. So this knee comes forwards and back up, forwards and back up. I'm kind of balancing, kind of just using this other foot as a little bit of help. Trying to get this ankle to move by getting my knee to move forwards without my footprint changing. That's it. Then collapse that instep, pick it back up. Collapse the instep and pick it back up. That's it. Got a few more. That's it. Perfect. Then if we sit back onto the edge of the sofa, so really perch right on the edge, get your legs straight and pull your laces back. Pull laces back and just wave your foot side to side like this. You've got tibialis anterior on here, these muscles on the front of your shin. Keep pulling back. Feeling like these knees aren't moving, but you can get the ankles to do all of these shapes. That's kind of important. That's it. Awesome. Okay, let's be kind of gentle on our hips today in terms of stretching anyway. So if you can sit on the edge of your sofa and put your ankle up onto your thigh and just hinge forwards just a little bit. So we're just kind of pulling ourselves forwards. You should feel this stretch right on the outside of your hip here. Keep coming forwards. That's it. Then just hold it here. And see if you can just live in the stretch. See if you can lift your rib cage up. I'm getting a bit of a stretch down the outside of our glute. If this is too much of a stretch, this standing foot just slides forwards a little bit. That's it. Then start driving this ankle down into your knee. Keep pushing. See if you can hinge forwards any more. Keep driving this foot down. Keep holding, keep holding. That's it. See if you've got any more. That's it. Then hands come down, push into the sofa. So I want you to push your hands back like this. Make the muscles in your belly tense. Slide this foot forwards, then try and lift your heel towards your face as you pull hands back. I'll try and lift from hip flexors here. Keep lifting, keep lifting. Oh, there we go. That'll do. Alright, into this other side then. So ankle up onto your thigh, hinging into this and back out. I just want you to kind of noodle around this really and feel what you're feeling. Work out what's going on down the outside of your hip. It's cool. And then just hang out. Start pushing this ankle down into your thigh. Load this up and keep pushing. Shoulders down away from your ears. Keep pushing. Keep holding this, loading it up. It's cool. Trying to drive this ankle down into my thigh, loading up this muscle on the outside of my hip, and then if I straighten this leg out, try and lift this foot up towards my face as close as I can get it. Gaining a little bit of strength here in the end range, going 3, 2, 1. I don't think my left leg's quite as good as my right. That's it. And then coming down onto all fours. Let's think more about that hip external rotation. So if you start with just lumbar spine, just lower back, going into extension to flexion, extension to flexion. That's it. And trying to only move your lower back. Then maybe put your knee up against your ankle, so that knee points out to the side, and again it's just lower back. That's it. Couple more. Nice. And swap legs. So this shin comes across your body. You get just lower back to move here. That's it. Perfect. And then coming up, let's see if you can work out this hamstring stuff. So if we're going to stretch our hamstrings, what's really important to realise is that the muscle attaches here behind your knee and here on your ischial tuberosity, which is at the little like sit bones that sit off the back of your hips here, kind of on the bottom of your hips. If I go into hamstring stretch, then that ischial tuberosity has to lift up. If it doesn't, and it stays like this, every time I go to do hamstring stretch, I'll just curve through my back to be able to do this external reach like this. And actually, I'd like to see if you can stabilise your spine by using the muscles in your belly to be able to find this stuff here lengthening. Come up. Let's see if you can get that standing, this kind of feeling of stretching here, because this stuff here is lifting. Keep holding, and then unravel all the way down. Keep pulling, keep pulling. And fall forwards. That's it. So I've just, because I can reach, I've got my fingertips just underneath my big toe. And I want to push that big toe into your fingertips. See if you can kind of pull yourself a little bit lower, but at the same time feel yourself lift the pelvis out of this, so that the coccyx feels like it's lifting. And even though you've got your spine sharing this stretch, it's definitely coming from lower back. Definitely coming from your hamstrings. That's it. And then coming all the way back up. Cool. So let's try that seated. So if you can sit on your sofa with your leg out as long as the sofa. I'd like you to have your lower back up against the arm of your chair, the arm of your sofa. Depending on the shape of your sofa will depend on how that helps you. But hopefully, if you just sit up tall, drive your heel down into the sofa, try and push your knee down into the sofa so you can kind of feel what it feels like to have that hamstring on in this shape. And then see if you can maybe reach forwards. I've got this out ready. So you can use, like I've got a band here. You could use a band or a belt or something to be able to have around your foot here. To maybe get just a little bit more of a stretch here. So I'm trying to pull my whole torso forwards. I'm not trying to curl my head forwards, because that's an external cue and it'll travel down through every joint until it gets to my hamstring. I'm trying to look purely at hamstring here. Just find this stretch, hang out. That's it. That's cool. Let's keep breathing here. Relax your jaw. Go a little bit further. That's it. Then start driving your heel down into the sofa, trying to pull your heel towards you a little bit. That's it. Keep loading this up. So you're pushing this heel down, trying to get strong here in this end range. Should be in hamstring stretch. So you're pulling yourself forwards and at the same time feeling that heel drive down into the sofa as hard as you can. That's it. And sitting up tall and try and lift your foot. I want you to have rib cage up so you're in neutral spine. You feel this in the hip flexor here, nowhere else. Keep lifting this foot. Keep lifting. Going 3, 2, 1, and then stretch. See how far you can get. This time you are allowed to share it into your spine, because we're just trying to get our body to adapt to this. So maybe even nose to knee. Keep hanging out. That's it. 3, 2, 1, and sit up. Spin around. See if we can get this from the other side. So use your strap or your band or whatever you've got. So remember what I said about that ischial tuberosity, the place where your hamstring attaches, is trying to travel back. I'm trying to pull myself forwards. Just find this here and hold it. So it's just passive stretch and that's it. It's a place to hang out in. Cool. Relax your jaw, relax your tongue. And start pushing your heel down and trying to find stretch at the same time. That's it. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Keep driving that heel down. That's it. Then sitting up and try and lift your foot. So feel that hip flexor. Keep lifting. That's it. So the muscles in your belly are on, hip flexor is on. 3, 2, 1, and come back down. Okay, then let's have a little look at those hamstrings as we stand up and how that feels to be able to stretch them out standing. Really, really get good at tensing the muscles in your belly, making your spine stable so nothing shifts here unless you want it to. So if you push your fists into your thighs, take your hands away, got the muscles in your belly on, and then you lift the pelvis here. Can you see how my spine is the same shape here and I haven't curled over like this? I feel better there, and I can use those hamstrings to pick me back up. Watch the negative space. So if you watch this space behind me, my bum shoves back, like you're trying to close the car door with your bum, boom, like that. It shoves back, down to hamstring stretch, and back up, back down again. And really live in this stretch. Cool. Then bring yourself back down into kneeling and show me that lumbar extension to flexion again. See if you can really understand how to keep your spine stable in any one of these shapes. Look, you can just put the brakes on anywhere you want. Tucking tailbone under, flipping the tailbone out. That's it. Cool. Okay, then coming down onto your belly and curl this heel up and grab hold of your foot. So looking at this thigh stretch now, stretching down your quad, down thigh muscle and tuck tailbone under till you can feel the stretch down your thigh. Hold it here. We're just hanging out here in this thigh stretch, doing the opposite to our hamstrings. These hamstrings are contracted now, so they're scrunched up, were lengthened. Maybe even try and lift your knee a little bit. So if you can lift the knee a bit, maybe that stretch happens a bit more. You'll have to tense the bum muscles to do that. Now try and lift the knee and push your hand into your foot. And your foot into your hand. Keep holding. 3, 2, 1. Then slowly let go and try and own this shape. So you're pulling your heel towards your bum as hard as you can. Getting stronger and stronger here. 3, 2, 1, soften. It's cool. Then try that with the other side. So curling that leg up, grab hold of laces, stretching your thigh here, tucking the tailbone under. Just keep hanging out in this stretch. Just softening. Should feel kind of nice. Just a kind of nice stretch on your thigh. A little bit tight's okay. Just keep holding. And slowly start loading it up. Trying to lift your knee. Trying to push your hand into your foot and your foot into your hand. Hold it in 3, 2, 1. And when you let go, load as much of that as you can. By 3, 2, 1. And come back down. It's cool. Okay, then let's look at spinal extension, so going into back bends. So if you lift your chin and lift your chest, lift a little bit through lumbar spine and then back down again. So I'm not really using my hands here, they're just there a little bit. Lift my chin, lift my collarbone, lift my chest, and then a little bit into lumbar spine. I can really feel the difference. If I just go up, push with my hands, then it's all lumbar spine there. Just one hinge point doing all of the stuff. That's no good. Back down. Lift chin, collarbone, chest, back up. Let's go one more. Chin, collarbone, chest, back up. Then as we come into cat-cow, you should be able to feel a little bit of difference there. So if you start in cat pose, go from lumbar spine first, into thoracic, into neck, more neck, neck, thoracic, lumbar spine. So it should look like this kind of Mexican wave. And last one. Cool. And then sitting up. Coming up to the edge of the sofa, go shoulders forwards, up, back, down, forwards, up, back, and down. Moving these shoulder blades slowly. That's it. That's one. Then hold, shoulders down, go neck to one side, rotate like this. So you're showing your neck that it can do rotation even with this long side bend here. That's it. Come over to the side. Cool, and then just settle into the centre, shoulder blades down away from your ears. Close your eyes, rest your tongue. Expand the rib cage. Draw it in. Expand your rib cage. feel what it feels like to breathe into your rib cage in a 3-dimensional way, so all the way from the front round to the sides to the back. So bring palms together, thumbs to forehead, tuck your chin, roll forwards. Namaste. Thank you so much for hanging out. That was really good. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you've got going on. Let me know what you need. We'll work it out. We'll keep getting better together. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.